Hey everyone, this is Group A with the case study analysis of Mountain Man Brewing Company bringing the brand to life. Our full team is listed here, and today I'll be presenting along with Brian and Morgan. As we read, this case centers around West Virginia family-owned Mountain Man Brewing Company, whose portfolio of brews includes a single item, a premium lager brew. Chris, the son of the owner and a recent MBA graduate, wants to launch a light beer product to attract younger drinkers to the Mountain Man brand. His father is not as interested in launching the light option, as he has a fear it will diminish the core brand identity. The key problems currently impacting Mountain Man include declining traditional premium beer sales, and Mountain Man's revenue has been following that downward trend, with declining 2% relative to the previous year for the first time in the company's history. The target demographic is aging, and the majority of Mountain Man sales come from a very small customer segment. There's family conflict brewing over the strategy and future of the company. To begin our analysis, we analyze the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats to Mountain Man Brewing Company. Their strengths include a very strong brand loyalty with their core group of consumers. They also are independent and family-owned, which is a great opportunity in the marketplace as well. And they have very strong regional brand recognition. However, they have a few weaknesses, including only the single product that they offer. They also lack resources to aggressively use traditional media advertising, such as television. And they do have, although they have a strong regional brand identity, they do have constraints due to that regional distribution. The opportunities with this case include increasing product diversity with offering the light option, as well as potentially tapping into national distribution. They could gain brand loyalty with a new generation if they're able to get this light beer into the market. Threats to Mountain Man include conglomerate competitors such as Coors and Miller and Anheuser-Busch. Also, there are changing tastes in the current beer consumer market. There's a lot of health concerns coming up with higher carb products, and if they continue with the legacy brew, it is a higher carb product. And also the spirits and cocktails markets are encroaching on the beer market as well. The current marketing plan for Mountain Man includes a reasonable price for a high quality product, and the consumers definitely are seeing value in that. They're competing well with other domestic premium brands and holding their own. They do offer a blue collar lager with a full flavor and a higher alcohol content than some others in the price point. And they have about 70% regional distribution off-premise consumption, such as liquor stores and supermarkets. So people are buying those products and taking them home. And then they have 30% of regional on-site consumption, such as in bars and restaurants. Their current promotion opportunities include grassroots marketing, and they've done a really good job of word-of-mouth distribution and marketing and promotion, and they're known well as West Virginia's best beer. Now I'll turn it over to Brian for some analysis of the key demographics and current financial situation.
Thank you, Gretchen. I would like to continue our discussion by digging a little bit deeper into one of the company's opportunities. The key demographics show that Mountain Man Lager is not popular with young drinkers. While young drinkers are aware of the brand, they do not like the stronger flavor of the lager product. With the majority of sales coming from the 45 to 54-year-old age group, Mountain Man needs to appeal to younger drinkers in order to replace that core customer group. A recent focus group was conducted, and a variety of participants were asked what they thought of a Mountain Man light product. A 21-year-old female stated, "Mountain Man is kind of retro cool. I like light beer and Miller Lite is so passé. I would definitely try Mountain Man Light." This shows that younger consumers are willing to try the brand and a new product. And we believe that targeting the 21 to 24-year-old market is an opportunity that Mountain Man must capitalize on. Mountain Man's current financials represent a 2% decline in revenue from the prior year. If this trend continues year after year, we can see the impact that this will have on net income. This chart shows a 15-year projection of the company's financials if nothing is done. As you can see, net income will decrease by $300,000 every 5 years, totaling to almost $1 million in 15 years. We believe that these projections are conservative because the external environment could continue to change. For these reasons, it is not an option for the company to do nothing, and some action must be taken. Releasing Mountain Man Light may be the correct answer to the company's opportunities. However, this option does come with some challenges. The Mountain Man Light product has a lower contribution margin, and it's going to be difficult to gain the same profit from the lager. Brand loyalty of the lager brand could be diminished as we introduce a new brand to the market. Significant competition from national brands, including Bud Light, Miller Lite, and Coors Light, they have a very strong hold on the light market. Stores may not grant us more shelf space, and we may have to compromise lager space in order to introduce the light product. And there's a significant investment in the short term for new branding and advertising. To better understand the feasibility of bringing Mountain Man Light to the market, we conducted a break-even analysis. While the light product does have a lower contribution margin, the break-even is relatively low because there'll be no facility costs. The current brewery has excess capacity, and the savings over the time will help reduce the break-even point. We believe that the cost to introduce the product will be $3 million, which includes advertising, sales, general and administrative costs, as well as a $500,000 social media budget just for the light product. We believe that in a year's time, we can capture 0.5% of market, and within 2 years, we can double that to 1%. As you can see in the chart below, the break even for the light product is 0.65%, and we believe we can attain break even in 1.5 years. We do acknowledge that Mountain Man Lager sales will initially decline. There's going to be some cannibalization from the light product entering the market. However, the size of the light beer market provides ample opportunity for growth. If there's a 10% reduction in lager sales, this could be supplemented with 60,000 barrels of light product. The light beer market represents 18 million barrels sold annually, and this is growing 4% year over year. The risk of losing some lager sales will be quickly made back through increase in light product sales. Next, I would like to introduce Morgan, who will be discussing the remaining challenges of introducing a light beer product to the market. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian, for addressing the concern of losing brand loyalty with the launch of Mountain Man Light. Consumers consider multiple factors in choosing a brand, and brand loyalty is just one of those. If Mountain Man can appeal to the other factors such as perceived quality, price, and taste, they will remain strong. So the next challenge that Brian presented was the concern over shelving space in distributors. The father brought up that they will not grant additional shelf space, forcing a reduction in sales in the already struggling lager. Our response to that is to identify locations where the company could sacrifice their lager space, like college campuses and big cities. Take advantage of the 21 to 27-year-old population in those areas. And after a few years of recording the success in these areas, we may be able to eventually ask for more shelf space in the more traditional rural or suburban locations. Another option to combat that is to explore alternatives to shelf space, like displays in supermarkets. Though the refrigerated space is more desired, still getting our imaging out on the floor is important. And to go along with thinking of alternatives, we pursue multiple avenues of distribution. We will continue with the on-site consumption at bars, restaurants, but we want to add breweries and collectives. We will also distribute directly to sports stadiums so they can get them right there. And finally, addressing the last challenge of the significant investment needed to launch this new product, our response to that is short-term expenses will turn to long-term profits. Mountain Man Brewing needs to attract a new customer base, or they will continue to experience declining sales. The cost of doing nothing will be better in the short term, but not in the long term. Tying together all responses to the challenges of launching and marketing the new product, Mountain Man Light, we've created this marketing plan really focusing on the concept of relationship marketing. We think that they should appeal to the tradition of their current loyal customers by encouraging the idea of passing it on to the next generation. In a real conscious effort to not alienate the current market of Mountain Man Lager, the launch of Mountain Man Light is a way for the older lager drinkers to connect with their younger generation. We will heavily focus on social media as a way to market this new and improved brand image. We post images of fathers and sons or daughters drinking together Mountain Man Lager and Mountain Man Light in the same image. We will have friends aged 21 to 25 drinking Mountain Man Light in the backyard, in the mountains, after work, just as those did in the older generations. Next, we want any sales team going out to distributors to be an older and younger pair to reflect what we want the market to look like drinking both products. In stores, we will show our new product selection off with the combo pack so they can buy the lager and the light at the same time in one convenient package. The labels will not veer too far from the original since people know the logo and the imaging. Just change the color slightly and obviously adding the word light. We want to increase the amount of light in stores near colleges and cities, be on tap in regional bars, restaurants, collectives, like we said earlier. And to be mutually beneficial, we want our current market to know about the new product so that they can recommend this trusted brand of Mountain Man Brewing to people who don't like the rich and bitter beers, but they can both enjoy the same brand now. To measure performance, we will introduce a social responsibility programs. We will get involved with community sports teams and sponsor items such as jerseys and have our logo on the back. With less people working in blue-collar jobs, we will put an effort into environmental causes in local area that younger generations are more interested in, such as adopting highways and having our name on a sign, sponsoring park or beach cleanups, etc. And as you can see, these are our financial projections for introducing Mountain Man Light. Compared to earlier, it is reversing the downward trend from the do nothing projections now to a 2% increase year after year, introducing Mountain Man Light. In conclusion, our group is all in agreement saying yes to light. We highly encourage Mountain Man Brewing Company to move forward with introducing the light beer option. Thank you so much for listening, and we look forward to your insight on the discussion board.